All right, this is John from Oddballs Antiques. So I just got back from another pick, so I thought I'd make a short video to show you what I found. My pick was, I went down toward South Boston, Danville area, then I went further down to Raleigh, and my little daughter Amber here is going to help me. So we'll start off, and hopefully you can hear, it's very windy out here today, and they're doing construction behind me, so hopefully you can hear. But I'm going to just, so what Amber's holding up here, all right, what Amber's holding up here, this obviously is a reproduction. It's from back when they had traveling carnivals, etc. They would make all the banners they would hang up. This is obviously a reproduction, but this is Sookie the Great, who eats a live hog. So this is kind of banner art, again going back from the time when they used to have traveling circuses or whatnot. If this were real, this piece would be worth thousands, but it's not, it's a reproduction, so still just a very cool piece. All right, so we'll start over here. On my pick this time, I was really focusing on spring and garden items. So as you can see, Amber sitting in the nice rattan set that I picked up. Amber, is it nice and comfortable? Yeah? You want to lay back and show everyone how comfortable it is? All right, here, let's pick this up. I'll lay this right here. All right, so this will be in the store for sale. It's a nice rattan little love seat or couch, 2 chairs, and then an end table. And cushions. So moving on, here is a little potato bin that I picked up. I thought it was kind of neat. I love the tin front on it, and if you can see it, it has the sun and the rooster coming down on the tin. This piece here I picked up. These are old typewriter tables that, you know, back in the day before everyone had laptops, an office maybe would share one typewriter, so the typewriter would sit on the table and the secretaries would push it from desk to desk whenever they needed it. That's a cool little piece. Now, when I was in Crewe, Virginia, I came across this gentleman who took a lot of the old stuff and he was already repurposing it. So I bought some items from him. He actually did these. So I'm gonna go and put them in the store, see how well they do. I think they're really neat. As you can see, he took 2 old chairs and he cut out the bottoms and then put in these porcelain pots, and he turned it into a flower pot. So you can put your soil down in there, plant your flowers, put them on your porch, in your yard, wherever you see fit. I thought that was pretty cool. With that, he also made this piece. Again, it has the porcelain pot inside there. This would be perfect for like a garden and or something outside. Again, you can put your potting soil, your plants in there. He used old fence and just repurposed it. I thought that was really cool. These pieces here I picked up. I have to do some research on these. These are just really neat. Obviously, you can't use them anymore, but I believe they're from old time machines where you'd come in, punch a card, and then press down the levels. But someone who's into industrial type decoration, these are perfect to sit on top of a mantle or just as a decor. They were made in the USA. It is solid steel. You can see all the gears and mechanisms still inside. So it's just a really cool decorative piece. So I was able to pick up 2 of those. The same gentleman in Crewe, he made these, so I picked these up as well. He took old beds, which these look like probably double-sized bed, which are very unpopular nowadays. They're very difficult to sell. He took the headboard and footboard off, and he made little benches. So you can see we can sit down right on the bench. And so I thought that was really cool. I'm gonna put that in the store. Again, just another great example of how you could take these old antiques and vintage items, repurpose them, recycle them into something very useful in today's environment. So before I go to the table, so here's the set I picked up. It's just an iron patio set. I'll clean them up, scrub all the rust off, get them cleaned up, repaint them. Amber, you want to sit down on it? Is it comfortable? Yeah, we'll put some seat cushions on it to make it more comfortable. I'll paint them a nice color that would, you know, a nice spring color that would be perfect for someone's front porch or patio porch. So over here, I picked this up on my this weekend as well. This is really cool. It's a iron off a ship anchor. So it took me a second there to remember what it was. So this is really cool. It has the original chain on it, which I think is neat. And again, just a very cool decorative piece. Somebody can even put that in their garden, and it is heavy. All right, let's go to the table here. I picked out just a few items that I thought were really unique from my pick. Here's a box of just old plane models that I picked up. Guys love this stuff. A lot of them are broken, you know, but you can see where kids have played with them. And to me, I think that's the cool part about these old toys, is that, you know, these are toys that were probably given out to a kid for his birthday, maybe at Christmas time. So just some cool old model planes. I'll put these in the store, and these will sell very quickly. Lionel here, I was able to pick up a Lionel engine. This is the 6110 with the coal car. This Lionel is not pre-war, I wish it was, but it's probably 1950s. So we sell a lot of Lionel trains in the store, so I'll put that with the collection. Sticking with the Lionel, here is another Lionel engine, the 202. I believe this one was 1957. So these are all in great working condition, so I'll put these in the store and sell them to a Lionel collector. This piece here, I'm hoping you can see it. This is very unique. When I travel and I'm picking down out in the country, people take items and they really make cool art out of them. So if you can see here, someone took an old gas meter, and at first you can see they turned into a lamp, and I tested it, the lamp does work. Then they even went further and they added these baseball trophy toppers to it, which I thought was really unique. And then they went a little bit further, if you can see, and they glued coins onto the front of the meter, and they turned it into a clock. Now, I don't think the clock works, and some of the coins are missing, but the coins themselves are valuable because these coins here, these are Kennedy half dollars, and these both have 40% silver. So these two half dollars are 40% silver, so just those coins alone are worth the money as far as the silver value. But again, this is just cool art that you can only find, at least from my experience, you can only find out in the country. So, all right. Here's another cool piece that I wanted to show you. I picked this up. This is definitely either Civil War or Indian War era. So this is, you know, 1860s, 1870s, 1880s. I'll need to do a little more research. But this is a horse bridle. As you can tell, it has all of the original US, I think these are called rosettes on here. Definitely 150, 160 years old. My assumption is this was part of the US Cavalry, and this may have been on a horse that was used throughout the Civil War. Again, I'll need to do a little bit of research, but based on the buckles and the brown leather and just everything that I see about it, it's definitely, I'm guessing, again, if it's not Civil War, it's very close to it. So it would definitely be Civil War or the Indian War era. This piece here, there's a lot of gentlemen that come in the store who buy the old shaving razors. This is the piece, and I have the accessories, I just need to put it with it, but these are the pieces that go with it. So like this would hold the shaving cream brush, this is where it would hold the salve, and this is where it would hold the different accessories. So any gentleman out there who collects antique razors would like this. This is just a antique shaving mirror and accessories with it. All right, this piece here I added because I had some fun with this one. When I picked this up, if you can see it, it will either say wow, or it can say mom, or you can say mom, you're wow. So just kind of a, definitely not antique or collectible, but it's just something I thought was neat, and somebody will find it interesting and put it in their house. So, all right, here we have an old toolbox that I picked up. I'm guessing probably from the 60s, maybe 50s, but it has all the original hardware with it. It has the handle. A lot of times the handles would have been broken off, but everything is here. So anyone who wants a nice metal toolbox, this is the one for you. It's in perfect working condition. All right, so moving on here, I picked up this ammo box while I was out as well. What I thought was interesting about this, if you can read it, it actually says rocket ammunition with inert loader projectile. So at some point, this ammo box carried some type of rocket ammunition. I'm not exactly sure what type of rocket ammunition. I'll have to do some research, but this is cool. It has the original wooden box to it. Based on the screws and everything, I'm going to guess this is probably World War I, World War II. So we're talking about the early 1900s, World War II going into the 1940s. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on this, but really cool to think at one point this carried rocket ammunition in it. Obviously everyone is very familiar with the I Want You for U.S. Army sign with Uncle Sam. This is the reproduction. I'm still guessing it's probably back from the 60s, and it's very faint, and you can read on here, but it was actually from Baltimore, Maryland. So it was probably some Army recruiter in Baltimore that had this hanging inside their office at one point, recruiting soldiers, maybe even for Vietnam War is what I'm guessing. Some other interesting items. I found all of these cameras when I was on my pick this weekend, and with the accessories. So these are the old Polaroids. Some of these Polaroids still do work. I tested them. Like here's the Polaroid 430, and but what I thought was interesting to go along with the Polaroid, and there's some 35 millimeters in here. Like here's an old Kodak 35 millimeter. Okay, this is the Pony 135. But I was also able to get all the original accessories with it. The flash cubes. These were the cards. If you remember, when you would take your Polaroid. So this is how you would actually put the Polaroid inside here, and you would mount these. So these are little cards that would hold for mounting, where you could put all the information, the subject, the date, the name, address, what type of Polaroid you took. So this is kind of it would help just keep memories of everything. So here are all the accessories that go with the Polaroid. These flash cubes probably don't work now, but anyone who collects Polaroids, these accessories definitely help finish up their collection. All right, and then lastly here, I added this to the video today. These are some older games that I picked up. What's really hot right now, a lot of people are going back and they're finding the old the old Ataris, all the Genesis, the PlayStations, the original ones, and they're starting to play with those old games again. So whenever I can come across some older games, I always pick them up for the guys that like all the different video games. Now these are not that old. These are Sega here. You got Madden 96. You have Genesis. Everyone remembers Pac-Man. These are the original Atari Pac-Man. So I picked up 2 of these. So Pac-Man's probably going back to the 70s, I'm guessing. Actually 1981, excuse me. The Genesis here, these are all 1996, 94, so not that old, but people that grew up in the 90s and played these games, they now kind of want those games back, and just to kind of go down memory lane a little bit. So, all right, well, I think that's a lot of the big stuff that I got on my latest pick that I wanted to share with you, so I hope you enjoy. Thanks.